Hello. Another waffle. This one's probably going to be a shorter one because we just looked over what we have done and it's not much. That's my hand. Sorry, I want to be closer, but it's hard to frame.
Why do you want to be closer?
Fine, not so close. Bam. Sup? Vlog it. I don't know. How's that? That's a good spot.
Yeah.
I'll see how well I can hold my arm there. We just went over our week and we didn't do much. So it's going to be a quick one, but there's still some things and there's still some cool video clips that we'll put in throughout as we have been. I think I'm just following that pattern because it is the fastest editing process that I have at the moment. So hit us up, Kana. What we got?
So probably the biggest fun, probably the biggest shared fun thing that we did in the last week was we went to a Lunar New Year festival that was being hosted by the city of Christchurch. We weren't initially planning to go, but then a friend invited us and I'm really glad we went. They had some good food. Owen had some dumplings.
Lots of dumplings and lots of wontons, fried wontons.
Yes, fried wontons, and I had some fried noodle situation. And there was some amazing performances by young kids in the area, as well as there's a group that came over from China as well. We left that just barely too early because we missed the lion dances and the fireworks, but that's okay. That's what happens when you wake up super early and you crash at like 9 p.m. And then the next day I went on another little hike with some friends up to Taylor's Mistake, which Owen and I have already done. It was nice, but it was a little bit chilly that day, so definitely not a good day for the beach afterward, but still a fun one to go check out. And it looked actually quite different this time because it was high tide versus when Owen and I went, it was low tide.
Nice. What did high tide look like?
So there's two pathways that you can go on this hike. You can go up the mountain the entire time or like up the hillside, or there's technically one where you can walk along the beach for quite a ways and then you go up the hillside. That one, of course, was not accessible at all during high tide, and the water actually came up quite a bit further than I thought it would.
Wow.
Then after that...
Sunday. We're on to Sunday.
We're not quite.
We're not on to Sunday. We're on to Saturday still.
Saturday. We went to a night market, which was very chill. It wasn't quite, I think, what we were expecting from a night market.
Last time we visited New Zealand, we visited a night market in Auckland area, and it was quite extensive. Lots of things there. Mm-hmm. There were... lots of cooking. And
a lot of food.
Selling of different trinkets and stuff. But this night market was mostly kind of a family event where it was kind of at this... It seemed like a permanent location of the night market because there was like permanent installments, but it was much more of a family thing because inside this like warehouse there was just a bunch of play.
Yeah, like the playhouses.
Playhouses, yeah, like foam areas and that kind of stuff. And there was a bunch of TVs running movies and that kind of stuff. So it seemed like it was much more of a family activity kind of thing. And there were lots of families there for it. And there was just a few food vendors. I think there was enough space for a lot more food vendors, and it might just be early in the season for night market or like it's starting back up, but it might also just always look like that. Don't know. But it was kind of fun. We got to try Filipino food.
Yeah, Filipino, that's right. And now we're at Sunday. Sunday was, I spent most of the day playing volleyball.
Kana's first volleyball tournament.
Woo woo.
Ever. She's never done a tournament ever before.
Yeah. It was fun.
On grass.
Yes, it was on grass. We played like 5-6 games, 20-minute games. But it was quite fun.
And she crushed all 5 of them except for 2 of them.
Right. We got absolutely demolished in one game, but the other ones were fun. It was also kind of silly because you'd go from playing like 6-foot tall dudes to like one of the teams we played against was literally middle schoolers. So it was a little bit funny because every game you had no idea what you're gonna get into, but it was pretty fun. And I walked away from it with only slight bruises and scrapes. But it was fun. And the rest of the week has pretty much just been normal work and whatnot. It was a little chaotic there for a bit because I was finishing up setting up the business and stressing over if I was getting everything correct, because it's very important that everything is done correctly for taxes and record keeping and all of those things. So but overall it's been all right. Been kind of normal, I guess.
Yeah, been normal for the most part. This week was just classes for me as well. Yesterday was a stream study in science class, which I'm fairly certain that most people will know what I'm talking about when I mean that, because I asked Kana if she had done a stream study in her youth. And she was also like, yeah, I know what you're talking, like where you gather up the mayflies and you measure how fast the stream is by counting up how long it takes a ball to float down it or whatever, right? That study. I did that study, and I've gotten many bug bites because of it, because of being in the stream. It was not nice. I'm very itchy now. And I continue to be recognized as Flynn Rider. Once a week, guaranteed, probably. So that's also very fun. And I think that's pretty much it. Things that we're looking forward to, though, is my grandma and grandpa are visiting next week. At the end of next week. So I think we'll have one more waffle before they visit, or that we will be releasing the waffle on the day that they visit. So we're going to do some stuff with them, not this coming weekend, but next weekend. And next week for me is observation week for school placements, basically. So I'll be going into a school for the week and looking at how they work here. So those are the kind of exciting things. Other mundane things that we're just going to waffle about. Kana's treadmill was picked up today. So we're just trying to sort out fixing that situation. But, it's our life. We were sharing our life, mundane or otherwise.
It's true. There was a decent amount of time put into that, because finding a box that fits a treadmill is quite difficult. Luckily, Facebook Marketplace is apparently the place to find big boxes.
Who knew? We're getting better at running as well for the High Rocks training. Not by large portions, but we're slowly getting better. And because we've been running.
And it sounds like our gym is interestingly, not because of us, but just happens to be leaning more into High Rocks training as well. So they might be having some more programming that's specific to the High Rocks, which works out great for us.
They said they're getting High Rocks affiliated.
So we'll see.
But I think that's pretty much it for us. Thanks for listening to us waffle off again about exciting things and mundane things like mail. But let us know how you guys are doing if you'd like. We always like hearing back from you in emails, so we appreciate it. And we'll send out another video next week. Woo! Maybe this is actually on time. Maybe not. Bye.